Alright, so it is Leo with another Dragon Quest video. Of course, subscribe for weekly Dragon Quest news updates and discussions. So, we got some new information on Dragon Quest treasures, an article which I will go through. But first, let's take a look at this new Dragon Quest treasures key art. I believe it is this tab right here. Yep, there it is. So this is the box art, it seems, for Dragon Quest treasures. Looks pretty good from the Square Enix games store here. And yeah, I just wanted to show all of you guys this because you know I'll be picking up that physical copy of Dragon Quest treasures. I prefer to play my games that way. So yeah, looks pretty cool. Let's move on to the article, this new article. I'm a little late to this one. I think it was around like 8 hours ago it came out, but you know, I try to get on these as fast as possible for all of y'all. So, a step-by-step guide to finding loot in Dragon Quest treasures. Join Eric and Mia on their hunt for riches as we take a closer look yet at the world of Draconia and take you through the act of finding treasure. Alright, let's get into it. New article. Of course, we got that same Dragon Quest treasures picture, like normal. Alright. Dragon Quest treasures is all about the thrill of adventure, and that means hunting for treasure. This new adventure puts you in control of siblings Eric and Mia, who find themselves pulled into the land of Draconia on the adventure of a lifetime. This strange new continent is home to countless pieces of perilous loot. Precious loot. Can't read today. And if there's one thing that this adventurous pair loves, it's precious loot. Last time we gave you a general overview of this charming adventure. Read that here. Of course, I read that a couple videos back. So today we wanted to take you a deeper look into the game. Read on, and we'll take a closer look at Draconia and its many treasures and take you step by step through the art of treasure hunting. Of course, and that is the pre-order link for Dragon Quest treasures. Alright. Welcome to Draconia and its many treasures. Let's read the picture dialogue here. Persula. It comprises 2 giant dragon heads, as well as numerous other islands which make up the rest of their bodies. Really cool. So these are like floating dragon islands. Pretty epic. Let's scroll down. The floating continent of Draconia, where our adventure takes place, is formed from the ancient bodies of 2 legendary golden dragons. It comprises several islands. Pretty cool. I love that the fact that, you know, the world that you are on is just ancient bodies of dragons. It's pretty epic. So, Mia acquires Amber Horn. Okay, I'm assuming that's an item of some sort. It is home to 7 legendary dragonstones, special artifacts sought after by all treasure hunters worth their salt. Alright. And I'm assuming these are the things that you're looking for throughout the game. These 7 legendary dragon stones. Let's read this picture here. Sounds to me like the 7 stones could be a different part of a dragon's body. Interesting. Yep, and that's what it says below here. Each of the dragon stones is shaped like the part of a dragon's body. If you look in the picture here, this looks to be like a tail. This dark blue one on the bottom right. And that one above it, in the middle to the right, looks like a dragon eye, I'm guessing. The others, I have like no idea at all. I can't even like think of like what dragon body parts they'd be. Probably one of them is like a scale though, right? I don't know. Just some theorizing here though. Okay. Oh, look. Already says it right there. The dragon's tail lies lost. So I was right. That is a dragon's tail. Hidden amongst countless other treasures. Alright, let's read the text at the bottom here. You won't find any dragon stones on the island where your base is located. You'll need to travel to the other 5 islands to find them, using hints to help you close in on their hiding places. Okay. Of course, dragon stones aren't the only valuable items in Draconia. Far from it, in fact. To be expected, this is a treasure hunting focused game. Gotta have some other nice looking loot besides just the dragon stones. Alright, then you got Mia holding up a treasure chest right here, looking happy. As you explore the islands of Draconia, you'll find many items. These are classified as treasures or bric-a-brac, whatever that means, depending on their rarity. Extremely rare pieces are considered iconic. Let's scroll down here. Iconic treasures are far from easy to acquire, and their value reflects this. Getting hold of iconic treasures is essential if you're to become the world's greatest treasure hunter. Alright, it's all about these iconic treasures here. Okay, we're taking a look at some of these treasures, I'm assuming, and this is the treasure list in the subcategories. Okay, there's one for weapons here, which is pretty cool. Treasures can be placed in many different subcategories, including weapons, armor, and items. Alright, I just said that. Pretty cool. I'm assuming you'll be able to equip some of these weapons, hopefully. I don't know. Or maybe it'll just be a display thing. Who knows? Alright. This is the Tempest Shield. That's pretty cool, right? So it tells you the name right here in this photo, the value, the condition, the category, and what games it appears in, which I think this is very interesting. So you could see here that it appears in Dragon Quest III, Dragon Quest V, and Dragon Quest IV. So that is pretty cool how it tells you all of that information if you wanted to know where these treasures originate from in terms of Dragon Quest. You may recognize some of them as being very important indeed. Yep. Alright, elevating shoes. A pair of pointy shoes that enhance the experience of ambulating adventurers. Iconic treasures tend to get eye-poppingly high evaluations. It's just valuations. My brain wants to say evaluations. But see, that's the thing about these shoes. Like, are these just like display items for your base, or like, will that actually affect gameplay, right? Will these elevating shoes actually affect how you traverse the world, or is it just, a display item for your base? Those are the things I wonder. Okay, a guide to finding treasure. You may be wondering, how do we find all this wonderful loot? The process of finding treasure can be broadly organized into 4 steps. Step 1, choose an island to start your journey. Alright, let's take a look at this picture here. Treasure tips. I get the feeling there's buried treasure on the Cinderback Ridge. I think it's from what's known as the Armor 1 set. And that's Ursula talking there. So these look to be the different islands of Draconia. I'm assuming this right here in the middle, the circular island, is your base, and then all these other dragon-like floating bodies of land are what you explore. Pretty interesting. Let's scroll down. The first step in any expedition is to choose the island on which it will take place. Check out the destinations list from the station at your base, and select an island on which to go hunting for treasure. Eric and Mia's mysterious accomplices, Ursula and Porcus, will provide a treasure forecast for each island that tells you what kind of goodies you can expect to find there. Okay. And this is the treasure forecast right here. So seems to me like you can expect this sword, a shield, an orb, and like medicinal herbs when you explore this region. In addition to the treasure forecast, Ursula and Porcus will show you the golden ratio for that island. This tells you your party's current. Let me reread that. This tells you your current party's suitability for finding treasure there. All right, managed to get through that one. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So there's like a kind of a rating of how suitable you are for finding treasure there. So I'm assuming, if it's low, you shouldn't really be exploring there yet, but if you have a high rating, then you're probably going to get a lot of good loot. Yep, and it explains that here. The higher the golden ratio, the easier it will be for you to find treasure, so be sure to keep this in mind when selecting an island to visit. Yep, kind of what I just said. And look at the train here. Okay, once you've selected a destination, it's time to hop on the train, with your trusty monster companions by your side, of course. Okay, interesting. Step 2, finding materials and the bric-a-brac. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Once you arrive at your destination island, the treasure hunt really begins. To start with, try walking around with your monsters in tow. They'll let you know if they sense any treasure. If you see your monster pals getting excited, you know there's something of interest hidden nearby. You know, typical RPG stuff here. There are lots of foraging spots on each island. Alright, let's read this picture here. Agate of Evolution, a special stone that inspires change, used mainly to make pellets, mostly found on the wing-swept moors. Alright, interesting little item there. Useful materials can be found in clumps of vegetation, conspicuous mineral deposits, and other similar locations. Alright, these are his monster pals here. And let me go ahead and read this because it talks about the speech bubbles I was about to mention. So these speech bubbles mean that your companion monsters have detected treasure nearby. A silver treasure chest icon indicates that a bric-a-brac has been detected, while a gold treasure chest icon indicates that treasure is in the vicinity. Sorry, my brain kind of froze there for a second. Okay. That's very interesting. So a gold means that there is treasure in the vicinity, and the silver one means that there is a bric-a-brac has been detected. Still have trouble saying that. Okay, and there we have some silver treasure chest. Because that's what's appearing over their heads here. Bric-a-brac has a silvery glow and is relatively easy to find. Its location will be shown on the map when you get close enough to it. Okay, interesting. Any treasure you dig up will be carried by your monsters. The number of treasures that can be carried varies from monster to monster. Okay, fair, right? I'm assuming that, you know, a golem might be able to carry more than like a slime, right? Step 3, finding rare treasure. Real treasure is harder than bric-a-brac and often hidden in rather inaccessible locations. In order to track it down, you may need to use the Fortune Finder, a special power that is only available to Eric and Mia. Okay, and these are the dragon daggers we saw earlier. The dragon daggers, which Eric and Mia stumble across at the start of their adventure, allows our heroes to use the Fortune Finder. So that's like their special ability. And then treasure hidden in the swamp. Using the Fortune Finder where there's treasure nearby will activate the treasure visions, allowing you to see the treasure's exact location through the eyes of your monster's companions. Treasure visions vary depending on the monster that's providing them. Yep, we kind of discussed this a little bit last week. In my last video. Here are some examples. This is Muckingham's vision. Here is a Muddy Hands treasure vision. You know, fair enough, all covered in mud, to be expected. Oh, okay, what is this one? Swooper's vision. Oh, because he's like a flying. And a Hades condor. And finally, a restless armor. So we're taking a look at the different visions from these monsters here. Once you've worked out where it's hidden, the treasure is yours. Pretty cool. Step 4, appraising treasure. If you've managed to find some treasure, you'd best get it appraised double quick. Once you've found some loot, take the train back to your base and have your finds appraised. Yep. So this is how you actually, determine the value of your loot, of course. Are you sure you want to use a Chimera Wing? You will travel straight back to the base without losing any treasure. Typical Chimera Wing stuff in the Dragon Quest games. Yep, and that just talks about that. Alternatively, you can use an item known as a Chimera Wing to instantly return to base from any island with all your treasure intact. They are very precious items indeed, and nigh on indispensable for any treasure hunter. Appraisal takes place as soon as you return home and reveals the name, appearance, and value of your treasures. A treasure's value depends on its condition, be it mint, fine, fair, or something else. Okay. Always try to find treasure in the best condition possible. Of course, that will mean that it is worth more. If you bring back a piece of treasure that you've already got in your collection, the item in the best condition will be kept while any others will be discarded. Bringing a lot of treasure back for appraisal at once might provide a bonus to its valuation. Of course, yep. Alright, so that's the basics of finding treasure, but of course there's more to it than that. You'll have to deal with hostile monsters, rival gangs, and more. You'll be able to experience... brain, it's like 12 o'clock, I cannot read. You'll be able to experience it all for yourselves on December 9th, 2022, when Dragon Quest Treasures launches for Nintendo Switch. The game's available to pre-order now both physically and digitally, with some very handy bonuses for those who do so. Alright, 5 Chimera Wings, you guys know what those do. 5 Better Buddy Pellets, increases the likelihood of a monster wanting to join the party's gang. That's pretty useful. 5 Full Heal Pellets, fully restores the HP of a single ally. Okay, so some stuff to make the game a little bit more easier. And then, of course, that is the pre-order link for Dragon Quest Treasures. To stay up to date with news and information about the game, make sure to bookmark and blog and follow Dragon Quest on social media. So, yep, you guys follow Dragon Quest on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You already know. And make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I'll be talking about this game and covering stuff on it as usual, like clockwork. So I think it's pretty interesting, all of this treasure hunting antics and shenanigans. Very excited to give this game a try and try it out for myself. Big Dragon Quest fan, of course, you guys know this. I'm obsessed with it. So I'm trying to think of what was the most interesting thing I want to talk about before we end off this video. I think, the dragon daggers and using what was it they called it, the fortune finder, and then using that to activate the treasure visions and allow you to see the treasure from your companion's eyes. I think that's really cool, that we get to see the vision of your monster companions, because I feel, has that ever been done before? I don't think it has. And so I think it's really cool that, of course, with the restless armor, it's blocked by his of course, his grills, whatever you would call that, and of course with the muddy hand, his vision's muddy, of course, and then with the, I forget the name of that monster, but it's you can tell it's kind of like mid-flight, so it's kind of, everything's kind of blurry, I guess. So it's cool seeing those different perspectives from the iconic Dragon Quest monsters. So I think that's something to look forward to, is that fortune finder mechanic. And of course, appraising the treasure is cool as well. Getting to find out how much everything you looted up is worth is going to be awesome indeed. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this one. A nice little article here. At this point though, I just want to play the game. I also wonder if there will be a demo for this game, because Dragon Quest XI has a demo, and I believe Dragon Quest Builders 2 has a demo too. So I'm assuming if we'll keep in tradition and this game will have a demo for people to try out, because I think it's good to have a demo. I made a whole video on that in the past, but giving people a demo to try out the game, especially because I've heard a lot of people are unsure about this new spin-off Dragon Quest Treasures, so giving people a demo to try it out would be epic. I hope that Square Enix and the developers, I hope that they bless us with one. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I've talked long enough. Help us reach 600 subscribers, and I'll catch you in the next Dragon Quest video. Later.